That's probably tied to either like a hardware certificate or some kind of technology that the Lenovo's have that's different than our HP machines. That's kind of like where I'm at with the diagnostic at the moment.
Okay, so these computers they're coming like your vendors putting the autopilot stuff in your tenant for you, or are they like
Correct.
sending you hash? Okay. Um, the the first ones you say those were Dells, is that right?
No,
No,
they're
HP.
HPs.
Or oh, HPs. Sorry. Okay. Um, what you said they get to a certain point and then start giving errors. What kind of errors are they giving?
Well, there's two main issues that pop up. There's a blue screen error, which is a kernel security issue, and there's a an issue where the account setup just freezes and it stops progressing. So those are the two main problems that are showing up.
Okay, and that when you say account setup, that's after like the user is like logged in with their credentials, or
Yeah, this is after the device setup completes in autopilot, and the user enters their credentials on the Windows login screen.
oh, okay. So they put their during the autopilot process, they put their credentials in. It finishes, reboots, and then gets to like the first login screen where they're going to use the machine. That's when it come. That's when it doesn't work.
Correct. Yeah, so
Okay.
when the profile setup begins, essentially.
And what happened there? Does it not? Does it give a particular error message, or it just doesn't log them in, or
It'll show up as a failed deployment in the actual Intune um, admin center, and then it won't progress. It just stays on it stays locked on the I think it's downloading security options step of the account load in phase, and this is usually with the enrollment status page enabled. So the enrollment status page essentially just like it has the progress going, but then once it goes through, I think the first two steps of like the account phase, it stops on the security options portion.
okay? All right. And the blue screens that some of them get, uh, do you have any information on those, like what the actual error is?
Since it happens during the out of box, we don't have event zero logs, but we're trying to collect the dump logs.
Okay. And let's see. And I'm sorry, can you go over the Lenovo issue again?
Yeah, the Lenovo one has a lot less variance. The only issue that we've seen on those devices is that the process for autopilot completes successfully, and then the device will reboot at some point, and they all end up going into this loop where Windows doesn't seem to boot completely, and it just gets stuck on please wait. Now we've done a bunch of troubleshooting on this, where we disabled secure boot. We tried to reset the secure boot certificates back to the factory default. Um, we tried disabling some of the other security features in the BIOS just to see if there was any interference. That didn't seem to do anything. Um, so that one has pretty much been like the same type of troubleshooting process for each machine.
Okay. Um, do you guys are you on an enterprise agreement, or do you go through a CSP for your licenses for Microsoft, or how do you get those?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was muted. So we don't have an agreement directly with Microsoft. We go through company SHI for our Microsoft agreement, but they have some. I think they have somebody in there that's a Microsoft licensing expert or whatever. But we do all our Microsoft stuff through them.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's enough initial information here. Would it be possible to get an account in your tenant, like a global reader account, or in order to check the Intune settings and look at the logs for those particular computers that are having problems?
Yeah, global reader. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that would work. There's no like Intune reader role. So it could be like an Intune administrator or a global reader. Global reader doesn't have any, obviously, doesn't have any admin access, but it would be able to see all the Intune stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
And um, also, would it be possible to get a list of some computer names that are having the issues, like like a blue screen one, um, a security op, like one of the HPs that's stopping on security options, one of the Lenovo's that's stuck in the reboot or the please wait loop, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll see if we can gather that information. I think we've been kind of like jotting this down on a Google sheet. Um, can we give you access to that, or how would you?
To the Google Sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd probably be better if we get a little bit more specific than to have um, Alex, just rummaging around the Google sheet. All right, we'll do that.
Yeah, we can make it more specific and narrow it down. There's two test cases that I was working on myself this afternoon.
And so you're saying that this is only like it's not all machines that are having this problem, just certain ones, like 10 per region, I think you said, or
Yeah, it's not all of them.
uh, are these all the same like make and model computer, like all the same HPs, all the same Lenovo's, or
The Lenovo's yes, the HP's no.
Right.
okay,
Some of
is
the
there any
HPs
correlation?
are are like G11s, G10s. That's what we're running into. EliteBook.
Okay,
Yeah.
is there any correlation between like only G11s are having the issue, or only G10s, or anything like that?
I don't remember finding any type of correlation there. I mean, Andrew can correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't really. It's been kind of like a standard problem with across all the
There's
models, right?
so there's no pattern, but what I've found is that the devices with the most issues are the ones that are the blue screen issues are happening with newer devices, um, and uh, the account issues are happening with older devices that we bought like maybe like a year and a half ago, and they were provisioned by CDW as autopilot, but they were never set up until now, and those are the ones that we're seeing account issues with more.
Okay. What what kind of licensing are you on? Are you like
We are on E3.
okay?
Are we?
Say what?
Are we? I couldn't actually find that in the portal.
Yeah, we're on E3.
Huh. Because the features in Intune that you linked me the other night, I tried to use them, assuming that we had that E3 license, and it wouldn't let me. Like it still said that they were unavailable.
Mm,
It's probably unrelated, but
yeah.
that's a little
Let
bit
me look.
confusing.
We have a. Oh, wait. A3. Wait, we're on what up? Sorry.
Yeah, we use the 365 A3 licenses
Sorry,
Oh,
entirely.
yeah,
oh, okay.
A3 is
A
what I
three.
meant.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
There. This month, Microsoft released new E3 stuff for Intune, but it hasn't. I don't think it's gone down to the A3s or the G3s yet. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So when you
Correct.
said
Yeah.
E3, I in my head, I replaced it A3. We're on A3 for education.
okay.
Making me look crazy here.
Okay. I think that's all the initial questions I have here. So yeah, if we could get like a global reader account and then the a list of some of the. It doesn't have to be like every single issue, but like some example machines. Like this machine's doing this. This particular machine's doing that. And the computer names or serial numbers, however you want to do it. Um, that's something we can get starting to look at. We can start looking at. We'll probably have to more than likely open Microsoft tickets. And if that's the case, we'll probably have to go through your SHI because if they're your CSP, like I can't open a ticket on my side for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can only do it for our CSP customers. But if that's the case, then we'll like write it up and tell them what to do, and they can open it for you if that's needed.
Okay.
Um, all right. Any? Do you have any questions right now for me? Or
Um, I think the only main thing, since this is going to be like an ad hoc hourly basis thing, what is the way in which we will kind of be kept up to date? Because obviously, like we're gonna, if we do this, we're gonna have conversations with you, but you are probably going to be like, I'm gonna take the information that you took and do some troubleshooting or whatever. What is the way that you all track that kind of information? Because I know previously we've done like we pay a certain number of hours and you bill against that, but this is going to be a little bit different.
yeah, uh, I'll probably I'll need to consult with Ethan for the details, but
Okay.
we could set up like a weekly meeting if you want, or maybe a Teams channel that you guys can ask questions in, or we can put information in.
Okay.
Um, it's a couple different options. Yeah, I guess that's more of Ethan's decision how he wants to do that. So I'll check with him and get back to you on that. So,
Okay. All right. So, just in terms of next steps for us, we need to get you. Is it just you, or is there anybody else we need to get an
um,
account to?
there's well, Constantine is one of our consultants too. That he'll be working on this as well, but we can do just one account. So you can put it in my name, or you can put it like Olive and Goose, whatever, however you want to do that, and we can we could use the same one, or if you do want to do separate accounts, his email is Constantine at oliveandgoose.com. It's in the meeting invite as well. You'll
Okay.
see it there. Um, yeah. So your preference, how you want to do that.
Okay. So, all right. So we'll make the accounts, then let you know about it, and then we'll also send you the names of some computers, various computers that are having the issues.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think the other thing, just general, based on what you're hearing, is any of this stuff like weird, something you haven't seen before, or is it just like I need more information?
Yeah. Nothing is like um, jumping out at me immediately. I haven't seen these particular issues before, but like one thing like I'm kind of leaning towards possibly is some of those older computers that have been sitting around for a year and a half. Maybe they need a BIOS update. um, that could be causing some sort of issue with the autopilot. Uh, the my my guess is you're probably configured okay on the Intune side because there's not a whole lot to do for the autopilot profiles. There's not a whole lot of, uh, but it's possible configuration profiles are causing an issue too.
Mm.
So that might be another step of like maybe excluding a particular computer from all those configuration from all the configuration profiles and seeing if it just kind of works as an autopilot without any restrictions put on it, that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, what's can start looking at logs and stuff like that. That will like probably get a better idea of what might actually be causing it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
thank you very much.
Thanks everybody. All right.
All right,
Thank you.
bye bye.
So yeah.